Hi, it's Karen Pugh. I'm here just to talk a little bit about myself in this personal speech. I've entitled Karen in a Nutshell. I've got two quotes here. I think that both describe me. The one is by Maya Angelou. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. I feel like that quote just summarizes what I feel when I talk about self-importance. I don't want anyone to try and tell me what I am and who I am. I don't have to prove myself to anyone. I don't have to prove my actions, my reasons for my actions. I feel like that quote kind of sums that up. I have another one by Al Capone. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I am kind to everyone. When someone is unkind to me, weak is not what you are going to remember about me. I'm very protective of my friends and family. If someone steps on me or my pride or insults me in any way, I go from smiling to being very angry rather quickly. So this quote, when I read it the first time, it kind of snagged at me because it describes me really well. There's a little bit about myself. I'm the oldest of three children. I have one brother. His name is Michael, and I have one sister. Her name is Marianne. I was born in Paris, Texas. I spent the first few years of my life in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, where my father was going to school. We moved in Texas in '02. Moving to a different area completely changed my retrospect on life in general. I went from seeing a very small population of Native Americans, whites, and African Americans, and I came to Texas, and the diversity of the other nationalities surprised me. I was in the first grade, and I had never seen someone from the European country before, so that was kind of a new experience. I spent years in the Frisco school system, Frisco ISD, and I spent a considerable amount of time in music. I was in band. I played the French horn in middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And then when I went to high school and joined marching band, they switched me to the euphonium. So I played two different instruments. That was the central point, the focal point of my life for my high school career. I didn't do anything unless it fit with my band schedule. My work schedule, time I spent with my family, it was all revolved around music. I really do enjoy music. I love playing. I love listening to concert music. So that's a big part of who I am and how I've developed as a person is through the experiences that I had in marching band with friends. I followed in the footsteps of what my band directors I would think would, approve to them. I wanted to prove to them that I was a good musician and that I also juggle the heaviness of the band schedule with everything else. And I think I've proved myself to them in a considerable amount of way. I went to Collin County Community College for my first year. I wanted to get my feet wet, and I didn't want to quite go away far away from home just quite yet. I wanted to stay around. I wanted to try to see if I liked this college life first before I went 8 hours away. I'm majoring in nursing. However, I'm considering a career in pharmacy. I currently work at CVS as a technician. I took a class in high school where I could graduate and take the PTCB, the pharmacy test exam, and earn my license afterwards. And so doing that, I was able to get a job there at CVS, and I enjoy pharmacy very much. I see what the pharmacists do on a daily basis, and I think that I can do that as well. So I'm considering either switching majors. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll be able to, see for certain if I really want to change as I go further with this major. Just a little bit about who I am as a person. Personally, I think I am funny. I love telling jokes. I love to laugh. I love to laugh with others. I don't like being alone. I like, being around people. I enjoy other people's company, especially my friends and family. I enjoy writing. I write little stories here and there. Anytime I have any inspiration, I just write what I have and, I write it down, and then I always go back and try to expand on that idea. I love listening to classical music compositions, whether it's something from Bach, Beethoven, to something more modern as like a movie soundtrack. I'll listen to anything that has an ensemble of instruments. That just reminds me too much of my experience in high school, and it's still something that I enjoy. Even though I don't play an instrument now, I still like to listen to that music. It reminds me of the good old days. I've told you who I am. I told you a little bit about my background. Now I want to tell you where I want to go. I hope to graduate with a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing degree from this university. I want to pass my NCLEX and become a registered nurse. That has always been the end goal for as long as I can even remember. My mother's a nurse, her mother was a nurse, my father's mother's a nurse. Basically every older woman I've looked up to in my family is a nurse. That's always what I envisioned that I would become. And so far I haven't changed that path just quite yet. some of my goals, I want to be able to support myself. I want to be successful at my craft. I don't want to be miserable. I feel like nursing is going to be something that I love to do. I really hope that I can succeed in that. I want to take time to travel, either alone or with friends and family. I want to see so many places. I want to go to Beijing. I want to see the Forbidden City, which is that image there. I want to go see a Grand Slam tennis match one day, hopefully with one of my favorites, Serena Williams, Rafael Nadal. I want to travel to tropical islands. I want to go on cruises. I want to climb mountains. I want to do so many different things. I want to build a lifestyle that I'm happy with. I don't want to be one of those people that goes to their desk job and just sits unhappy. I want to be able to go to work and actually have fun, just live, but be happy at the same time. After all that, after I've settled down and grown accustomed to that regular life, I want to marry and start a family. The basic things. I feel like I'll just succeed later on in life. In summary, I've told you a little bit about myself, where I want to go and how I want to, conduct my life thus far. I feel like this time that I'm going to spend at this university is going to be the first step into that, into achieving those goals. A degree here from the school will open up the possibilities that I'll have for the future. And the last ending quote I'll leave you with is from Sarah Addison Allen. Who I am, what I am, is the culmination of a lifetime of reading, a lifetime of stories. And there are still so many more books to read. I'm a work in progress.